Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Wall. I'm Sol, and today I'm doing something a little different. On Off the Wall, we focus on entertainment, and that usually has been movies and TV. However, one of my biggest sources of entertainment is reading books. So today I thought I would talk about this week's book releases. I want to do this on a weekly basis, and if you're like books like me, hopefully you can find a book to add to your TBR. For those who don't know what TBR means, it means to be read. Simple, right? Or if you aren't a reader, maybe one of these stories might pique your interest and you'll pick it up. I personally believe that everyone likes to read, they just haven't found the right book yet to spark that love of reading. So hopefully, I can spark some people's love of reading here. Well, I got two books for you today, and both of them are released on January 17th. This first book that I'm looking forward to is a historical fiction novel called Independence by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. Did I say that right? Let me know in the comments because I'm probably going to butcher some names in this series. Uh, this book is set in 1947 India and features three sisters living in a rural village in Bengal. Priya, intelligent and idealistic, resolved to follow in her father's footsteps and become a doctor, though society frowns upon it. Deepa, the beauty determined to make a marriage that will bring her family joy and status, and Jamini, devout, sharp eyed, and talented quill maker with deeper passions than she reveals. All these sisters have known is love and safety living in their village until one day their father is killed in a riot and their neighbors turn against them. On top of all that drama that's happening externally in their village, there's some internal family drama too. Priya pursues her career, Deepa falls in love with a Muslim and has to break from her family, and Jamina attempts to hold her family together even as she secretly longs for her sister's fiance. Now, isn't that drama? This is a partition story, and after watching Miss Marvel, I've definitely become more interested in learning about partition. And this just looks like it's going to be a huge family drama with a lot of heartbreak. So I will probably cry reading this. So I don't know, I'll film myself crying, but maybe I'll do a short just of my tears reading this book. The next book I'm looking forward to is this fantasy sci fi book called Karma of the Sun by Brandon Ying Kit Bowie. I can't find easy authors' names apparently in this series, but hopefully I said that author's name correct. Sorry, Brandon, if I didn't. What interested me even before reading the synopsis of this book was the tagline: Six suns, six blasts in the sky, a seventh one, and the earth will die. How about that for an elevator pitch? It's so good that I'm going to read the synopsis because it's going to do a way better job than I can do. And here's the synopsis. In the isolation of the Himalayas, the snows still fall, but they are tinged with the ash of nuclear winter. The winds still blow, but they wail with the cries of ghosts. The seventh and final blast is near. As the world's heavens is final breath, the people of the Tibetan Plateau, civilization's final survivors, are haunted by spirits and terrorized by warlords. Though the last of the seven prophesied cataclysms is at hand, young Karma searches for a father who disappeared 10 years earlier, presumed dead. Driven by a yearning to see his father again before the end and called by an eerie horn unheard by anyone else, Karma forges into the Himalayas and discovers that his father's disappearance may be linked to a mythical mountain said to connect the physical world with the spirit lands, and a possible way to save their doomed future. That sounds awesome. It sounds really, really good. I'm always interested in dystopian end of world type stories because they typically highlight issues that are in the real world, though in a kind of fantastical lens. And there's always a way for everything to get fixed in the end. So these types of books, even though they sound very doom and gloom, they give a little bit of hope in them. And I wonder how this book is going to balance that. Is there going to be hope in this story? So I'm excited for this one. It also looks like a standalone, which that's good for me. I love series, but when it's not a series that has all the books out already, The waiting sometimes can be torturous, especially some of these authors like their cliffhangers, and then they wait like a year or two until the next book out, and you're just like, why did you do this to me? Why am I feeling all this pain for this book? Ah. Well, so when it's just like one single book, a standalone, it's just like, okay, you can torture me while I read this one book, but I will have a conclusion by the end of it. Those are the books I'm looking forward to this week. Let me know down in the comments if you're looking forward to either of these books. Let me know what your anticipated releases are. Give me some book recommendations because I always love them, and my TBR is miles upon miles upon miles long, and it'll never get shorter because I keep adding more and more books to it. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.